I'm testing two popular inverter designs, the relay inverter and the transistor inverter. They both convert DC to AC. They both power devices, but one of them is secretly wasting a lot of energy. On my left is the relay inverter circuit diagram, and on my right is the transistor inverter circuit diagram. And the crazy part is most people are using the wrong ones without knowing it. So I built both and tested them side by side, same battery, same load, same condition. The result, honestly, I don't expect this. Make sure you watch till the end, because one of these could completely change how you build your inverter.
Welcome back to the channel. If you love DIY electronics, inverter builds, and real experiments, you're in the right place. Today we are not just talking, we are testing. Relay inverter versus transistor inverter. Which one is better? Which one is more efficient? And which one should you build? Let's find out. First, the relay inverter. This is one of the simplest inverter designs you can build. It uses a relay, a mechanical switch that turns on and off very fast. That switching creates a pulse, and that pulse can drive a transformer, and boom, you get AC output. Sounds simple, right? And yes, it is. That's why beginners love it. It's cheap, easy to build, and doesn't require complex components. But there's a problem. Actually, more than one. First, the clicking sound. That relay is constantly switching, and it wears out over time. Second, energy loss. Mechanical switching is not efficient. And third, unstable output. The waveform is rough, not smooth. So, while it works, is it really good? Hold that thought. A relay inverter is one of the simplest ways to convert DC to AC. It works by switching current back and forth using a relay. A relay is basically an automatic switch that turns on and off very fast. When this switching happens repeatedly, it creates a waveform that can drive a transformer. And that's how we step up voltage from 12 volts to around 220 volts. But this method is very different from modern inverters. Let's look at the components used in this build. 12-volt battery. This is our power source. Relay. This does the switching. Transformer. Steps up voltage to 220 volts. Wires and connectors. Now the most important part here is the relay. If the relay switching is too slow, the inverter won't work properly. If it's too fast, the relay can get damaged. So balance is key. Let me quickly walk you through how I built this. First, I connected the relay to the battery. Then I created a switching circuit to turn the relay on and off repeatedly. As the relay switches, it sends alternating pulses into the transformer. The transformer then boosts the voltage. Finally, I connected the output to a bulb for testing. Make sure your wiring is tight. Loose connections can cause sparks or failure. And always double check polarity before powering on. It works, but not perfectly. Here are the problems I noticed. The output is not a pure sine wave. Relay makes noise. Tick, tick, tick. If Efficiency is low. Relay heats up over time. This means it's not ideal for sensitive electronics like TVs or laptops. But for simple loads like bulbs, it works. Let me be honest with you. This is not a perfect inverter. It's more of a learning project than a real power solution. This relay inverter is great for understanding how DC to AC conversion works. Now, let's look at the transistor inverter. This is a completely different approach. No moving parts, no clicking sound. Instead, it uses electronic switching. Transistors switch current extremely fast, much faster than any relay ever could. This creates a more stable signal and a better output waveform. That's why real inverters use transistors or MOSFETs. Advantages: high efficiency, silent operation, long lifespan. But it's not perfect. It's a bit more complex to build, and you need proper design to avoid overheating. Let's break this down simply. A transistor is like a super fast switch. It turns on and off very quickly. Now imagine two transistors switching alternately. This creates a pulsing current, and that pulsing current is what drives the transformer to step up voltage. Here's what you need: two power transistors, like two N3055, two resistors, a center tap transformer, 12-volt battery. That's it. No IC, no complicated parts. Moment of truth. Let's power it on. If this works, the bulb should light up now. If you see this, it means the circuit is working. This is where things get interesting. So, which one wins? The answer is clear. The transistor inverter is more efficient, more stable, and more reliable. But don't ignore the relay inverter. It still has its place for learning, for simple DIY projects, and for understanding how inverters work. But for real power applications, the transistor inverter is the way to go. Still, the transistor sounds like a clear winner. But wait, let's test both. Now comes the real test. Both inverters are connected to same battery, same transformer, same load. Let's start with the relay inverter. You can already hear it. Click, click, click. The bulb lights up, but look closely. It's flickering. Now let's measure performance. Power loss is noticeable, and the output is not stable. Now, the transistor inverter. No sound. Completely silent. The bulb turns on, and it's brighter. No flickering. Stable output. Now, the efficiency test. And here's the difference. The transistor inverter is clearly using power more efficiently. Less waste. More output.
If you are just starting out, build a relay inverter first, learn the basics, then upgrade to a transistor inverter. That is how you grow your skills from beginner to advanced. Now I want to hear from you. Which one do you prefer, relay or transistor? Comment below if you want a full step-by-step build of a powerful transistor inverter. Make sure you like this video, subscribe and turn on the notifications.